Pure
Yeah.
bloodline.
Yeah.
Pure white dragons, no other dragons.
We're bringing that back now. What?
Well, I'm mainly looking at like livestock and how inbreeding affects livestock and things like that.
Well, in nature, you don't want to go too close to like your genetic line. If it's like your grandma, you don't want to be screwing grandma. It's just weird. But
Some
like
species
a
of
great
snake
grandma,
actually-
you get enough genetic diversity at that point that it might be okay, but have drawbacks.
Yeah, because
Right,
like if you're doing it with your 4th degree cousin.
Like you get your Asperger's dragons,
But not just the nature side of things, but also the exploit side of things. We don't want players to just like keep inbreeding with the best dragons. We want people to have to find, someone on the server who's not related, who has really good genetics. But it's planned to be a very major part of Day of Dragons Genesis is the breeding system, and it's definitely has a lot of depth to the mechanic.
So the breeding will be in when Genesis comes out? Oh, okay. Wow.
It's going to be going into closed testing here very soon.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, I'm not. There's things that we want to do in the future, but the things we're talking about and showing off are things that most of them are going to be in Genesis. So
more serpentine-like dragons should have less problems with inbreeding, because certain species of snakes can actually be what's called line bred for certain genetic traits and colors and stuff like that.
Oh, like those rainbow pythons.
Yeah. So you can
Those
line
poor
breed
things.
certain species of snakes, but it's like just a thing in nature. Some species of snakes just do that.
Well, that's only
Stuff
because
that-
for those
stuff that
snakes in
causes-
particular, they don't go very far from their birthplace, so it's gonna happen. So they evolved for it to not be as much of a problem.
Yeah, obviously, like certain morphs of snake are not great, but especially not the ones that cause like mental problems. But like if it doesn't cause some problems, like it's fine. It's just an interesting question.
How's the elementals animation coming along, Joe? Has it improved a lot since the teaser?
we will be showing off more of the elemental later. Right now, I'm just kind of showing off the swimming mechanic and how it works.
Making sure it's not broken.
Yeah, and puddles. You can drink out of puddles if you're a hatchling. Only hatchlings. And the thing is with the puddles, they can, they're random, they're procedural. So I have no control. I mean, I can put puddles in, but most likely I'm going to let it be procedurally put into the game. So if there's a puddle somewhere, you can use it as a nesting site so that your hatchlings have water. So
is every map gonna be the same for every server, or is it randomly generated to be kind of like a random certain amount of maps?
the maps are all the same on every server. There's 4 maps coming. Only 2 or 3 will be in Genesis update. The main one that we'll be showing off first is the Forgotten Forest map, and that will be a major spawn for, the Acid Spare spawns there, the Shadow Scale spawns there. They both spawn in the Forgotten Forest. The Lava Lands will be the second map for sure. That's where the Flame Stalker and the Lava Magma Elemental, they spawn. The Dune Desert might be in, might not. I don't know yet. That's where the Inferno spawns normally. I might have them spawn in the lava lands until the Dune Desert is in. I might have the Dune Desert in by Genesis. I might not. I'm not sure. But we'll definitely have Forgotten Forest and the lava lands. And then when we come out with the Ice Wyvern, which will be a free update, that will introduce the Winter Winds biome. And then that'll be the 4 maps of the mega map. And they're all handcrafted by me. The maps themselves, the environmental assets on the map are made by Willie Homs, who has been doing that for over 25 years. So, and people say, why don't you make your own trees? Because
Trees are tedious.
Trees are really boring to make.
these are already extremely beautiful, optimized, and Willie has been doing it for 25 years. I've never done it before. I think he can.
Yeah, I mean, you also got all that funding. Why not, make your life a little easier? It makes sense.
No, there's nothing wrong with using environmental assets. It's mainly just character models that people would want to be custom. Environmental assets, if it doesn't really matter. They're just there. They're pretty.
Oh, we've heard it all. We've heard it about the environmental aspect.
Make some custom plant. What do you mean? Do you want me to make a custom bush? Here's a bush.
This tree looks like every other tree.
They didn't make their own dirt.
If Day of Dragons makes their own assets,
You didn't
they're
make
going
this
to be like
text.
Saurian.
It's the same as the other dirt.
If it looks like a stick and it's optimized, then all you're doing is spending extra money, to make your own stick. There's no point in doing that.
Another thing that people don't seem to understand is that AAA developers also use pre-bought trees and stuff like that for their maps.
Oh yeah,
That's
speed.
something that we,
A lot of them.
that's something that we learned.
A lot of them get them from Speed Tree. Speed Tree is used by a lot of AAA companies, but they don't. It takes a lot of time. And a lot of these games, they come out with a new update or a new game every year. So like the Assassin's Creed games, there's like a new Assassin's Creed every year. And do you think that they make new trees every time they come out with a new Assassin's Creed? No.
It's a tree. No one's gonna care.
People who do that just don't understand how games are made.
I do know of someone whose job is solely making rocks, and they just make rocks.
That poor soul.
At least they're good at their job, I guess.
Yeah,
If
they're
they've made
the
all their
best in
rocks,
the
they'll be a
industry.
certified geologist.
Hey, I
like,
mean,
they
if it's a
literally
tree and
do.
it looks good, who cares where it came from, right?
Yeah, but that
it
person
looks
does
good, what does it
geological surveys.
Just gonna take a picture of a rock in my front yard. There we go.
So can you imagine going to a pond and it's like, wow, I'm thirsty. There's a pond there, and then all of a sudden,
Surprise, acid spitter.
and he starts biting. Ow, my pond.
This is my special pond. No one else's.
How
I
does
saw that
the-
elemental in the background.
How does the toothpaste mouth look underwater?
Oh.
That's
Look at
some
it glowing.
creepypasta shit right there.
Well, now he's.
Eldritch.
But can I see that from above water? Just see this glowing
So
green
what
mouth?
button is that to make now acids are drooling out? Is that like the threaten and then it drools out, or?
It's like a charge. Like.
Reminds me of one of the D&D Black Dragons with the acid.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No, Green Dragons, excuse me.
Will breeding with an alpha variant with an adult change the outcome?
Two questions.
Do you know, or do you have a rough guess when you think all your dragons will be fully done and polished?
And polished?
Yeah, so I know we're probably talking years there, but
I mean,
I don't know about years, but polish is pretty tedious because there's always if you're a perfectionist like me, you're like, we can make that better. Oh, that can look a little better.
Tweak it. Tweak it more. Tweak it more.
So I don't know about hand polish, but
I'm definitely a perfectionist, so I know this feeling.
I know everything will be done by Genesis, Dave Dragon's Genesis, and we're gonna, when the shadow scale is completely done, we're going to, when the mechanics and the shadow scale are both done, we're going to open the game up for open testing, so you all will be able to just hop in the test servers and play.
Would we be able to test private servers?
No, open testing will be only on our own servers.
Okay.
And then when all the dragons, Inferno, Flame, when those two are then added in, so we have all 5, the 4 dragons, and then the elemental, then we're going to release Genesis Live for everybody.
Is that the shadow scale hovering in the trees?
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I think you.
Has the shadow scale already been like shown on a trailer or something?
It's on Patreon.
I don't think so. Not
Patreon's
yet.
a sworn to secrecy
So
from what we've
it's just
seen.
that we're getting a teaser right now. I'm assuming.
Supposedly.
We're definitely getting teased about it, that's for sure.
I swear to God, every time I look away, it's like, oh, there it is. I'm just like, damn it.
Oh no.
I may or may not have taken a screenshot, so don't worry, I got it.
I don't see it in your screenshot. I see like one wing.
Send me a screenshot.
I almost took a screenshot because the acid drake overlooking the little pond like that looked really nice.